There we go. All right, ready to go? All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, let's get started. New face up here, and no, I'm not the new team leader, but we are, is that loud? Yeah, we're gonna get, so as partners, we're just gonna continue to rotate through until we have a new team leader. So even though it's not Linda's wonderful face up here, she is here and present, so thank you. And we're gonna have the same energetic and productive team meeting. So let's start off with some bucket filling. Lee.
I need to thank Mackay.
Hold on here, we got a mic coming your way.
Need to thank Mackay for her efforts yesterday, and thank you for getting that done, and thank Nate for getting my pie thing done. So appreciate you much.
Yeah, good. I'll echo that with Nate helping any of us that are doing Pi Day stuff with the Canva and with the registration link. I mean, it's been smooth sailing, so thank you. Who else? Linda.
I want to thank everybody for the last week of just kind words and all the support. You guys are amazing. And thank you to Nate for putting together the vision boards tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Marita.
I want to thank Morgan for holding an open house for us this weekend. In fact, I think she actually did 2 of them. So thanks for the open house support. And then I want to thank the leadership of the office for the ALC retreat that they held for us last week. That was fantastic. We got to spend time with Mo, and just fantastic to get to know the rest of the ALC board. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, go ahead.
I want to thank Corey for keeping me compliant over the last couple weeks. I've been a little crazy, and thank goodness Corey's here. Otherwise, I'd still be poor. Thanks.
With that said, I would like Hannah to send me the rest of the executed contract that I asked her for probably 36 hours ago with no response. Thank you.
Love it. Anybody else? Bucket fills. Once, twice. All right. All right. We have any new agents or guests here with us today? Anybody? All right. Let's stand up. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm a Hannah sign guy.
Awesome. All right. Very nice to have you. Anybody else? Did we miss anybody? Okay. All right. Cultural Icon Award. So last week, Marita, you had that, right? Yeah. All right. So for those of you guys who don't know what our Cultural Icon Award is, it is an award given to agents who demonstrate our Y4CTES. I think I got all that right. Thank you. All right, what do we got?
So today's cultural icon is brought to you by the letters C and I, because as I'm thinking about people in the office who exemplify this culture, I'm looking at commitment and integrity. And, commitment, when I get here and there is nobody in this office and I see somebody out there working away, doing their thing, that to me is commitment to their business and to their own success. And the integrity of saying, I'm going to do something and showing up and doing it. And it doesn't matter if anybody else is there. So when I walk into Scripps and Telly is sitting there, I'm like, Telly is my cultural icon of the week. Come up here, brother. And I want to tell you, too, that his success is starting to show. He just signed his first listing and had 2 appointments last week. And you're going to see him start bringing in some money.
All right, so Telly, we don't have a team meeting next week, so you get to hold on to that for 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks to think about who you're going to recognize then, okay? All right, excellent. Excellent work.
Awesome job, Tilly.
All right, Broker Dave, it's yours. Oh, yes, Realtor of the Year. My apologies.
I have nothing. Truly, I don't. It's kind of funny. I actually, last week I said in passing, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And I've had a few more examples of if it's too good to be true, it probably is last week. And I think all of them, Marita's talking about integrity, do the right thing, customers always come first. They are hiring us to make sure that they are covered. And we've got a situation, for example, right now, that buyers had been in pre-qualify for probably 2-3 months. It comes into, they've had a couple of transactions fail. They've got one now that is ready to go. The day before the F&A deadline, the lender came back and said, oh, I didn't realize they didn't have enough time on the job, but we can get around it, no problem. Just get me a commitment letter from the employer. And so they got an offer they said was perfect. We are now hours before the F&A deadline with the $7,000 earnest money. And he's going, yeah, we're good to go. I'm going, okay. But these people don't have $7,000 they can just roll the dice on. Okay? Are we good? And he goes, oh, absolutely good. And I go, then why don't we have a commitment? He goes, well, I just got this letter, but no, they're good. And I go, okay, once again, they don't have $7,000 to roll the dice with. And he told me that, there's absolutely nothing stopping them from going, and he'll pay them back if something happened. Well, something happened. Now these people are gone. Sellers decided not to sell their house. We had to forfeit the $7,000. These people are now calling and asking us to help collect from the lender, who now says, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not the only one that had fault in this game. So integrity is lacking on one side, which is really kind of funny because the name of this company has that word in it. But where are we at now? I mean, we didn't do anything wrong. Customers always come first. We probably should have put something in writing, but can we? Can we have a loan officer guarantee the underwriter's performance? Are we willing to let our buyer roll the dice with the $7,000? And we were very clear with them. Still feel real bad, right? So what do? Keep leaning on the lender, write a check. Welcome to my world. And that's just one of a handful that we've got going this week, okay? This week, I'm really going to step over the line here. This week, we had some change. I hate Facebook. No, we had some change. And I want to put this in terms here that makes some sense to me, and it's totally outside of real estate. But when Jeff took over as team leader, it was change. He came in and brought his skill set in and helped us move the office and knocked it out of the park with recruiting and getting some systems in place. And then he decides, why do you guys get all the money? He wants to get it himself. And so he steps down. Linda comes in, change. And I'm like going, okay, well, here we go. And Linda came in, knocked it out of the park. And for health reasons, and last week was an emotional meeting and all that kind of stuff, change is difficult. But the funny part about it is when Shauna was gone and Jeff came in, I had all the hopes in the world for Jeff. I was never going to say, Jeff doesn't have the warm and fuzzies that Shauna had, geez, I hope he takes quick so we can get on to somebody else. I supported Jeff. And when Jeff changed and Linda came in, supported Linda. The next change, I totally look forward to whoever it's going to be. They're going to bring their skill set in. We as a group are going to be better for it, right? Kind of the same thing with the election. I'm not going to say after the election, I will tell you right now, after the election, I'm no longer Democrat, okay? Because I don't want to spend the next 4 years tanking somebody that's going to turn around and hurt us all. I'm also going to tell you, after the election, I'm not a Republican, because I don't want to spend the next 4 years saying, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. Right now, we all need to drop the A and B and Republican and Democrat and boys and girls and all that kind of stuff, and unite, because we're all Americans. And we need this thing to go forward, much like our office. Okay, that's all I got.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, next up, we got a bunch of training, so let's start here. Next slide. Okay, vision boards happening tonight, 4 to 6, right? Yep. So if you haven't signed up, take a second, do the barcode. Why should we be here?
Because we have business planning later this week. So are you designing your life around?
There you go. Yep. So look forward to seeing people here tonight for that. And then Real Advantage title today from 11, why is that on there? That's happening right now. No, it's tomorrow, sorry. 11 a.m. to 12 tomorrow, Title Commitment 101, right? So learn the basic of title commitments, and that is out in the Midvale office. And then tomorrow from 12 to 1, Tamara is doing her class on pricing your listing, right? So very important right now as inventory is creeping up, right? And actually sitting on the market longer. How you price is critical on how quickly your home's gonna sell. And then marketing. How are you gonna differentiate how you market your listing to somebody else to help your clients get that home sold? What Lee said. Okay, business planning happening Thursday. So Linda, myself, and Boyd are gonna be heading that up from 9 a.m. till noon. So I think if you're gonna come to business planning and want to have something to walk away with, I think it's important to have your goal of where do you want to go in the next year or the next 5 years. So I go back to vision boards, right? What is it that you're going to want to go after, right? What is guiding you? And if you have that coming into Thursday, it'll make that business planning so much more effective. So that's happening from 9 till noon. And of course, you've got the KW Salt Lake City link tree. So if you want to see what's going on, if you've missed a date of when things are happening, you don't have to sit in front of the TV and watch that thing scroll through for 90 minutes. You can actually scan that, get it onto your phone, and see when everything's happening. Okay, next week, we're not having team meetings. So thank you to Jeff Morris for helping us bring this class to us. So how many of you guys know who Tony Robbins is? Say aye. That's what he does. So Tony's world renowned, right? He's probably the best in his space of mindset, right? Of going after what you want. And so his team, they're gonna go through a 90-minute class next Wednesday or next Tuesday, starting at 11:30. And all you have to do is be here. It doesn't cost you anything. And when you think about vision boards tonight, you think about business planning Thursday, and now we're throwing in some Tony Robbins, like mindset is important. And Jeff and I were having a conversation. If you want to, you got some words? Yeah.
So I think the timing on this could be better. So just real quickly, a brief overview. He hit on it. Number one is going to be mindset, right? We're in this time of the year. Broker Dave just hit on how much change we have been dealing with, right? So where's your mindset at? Yep. And then it's also going to get into the gap and the gain. It's funny, Mike and I were just talking about that. Mike's reading the book. I just finished that. But they're going to talk about the gap and the gain, where you currently are versus where you want to be. And then he'll dig into Tony Robbins' massive action plan. So if you're not familiar, the massive action plans are very beneficial for both your personal and professional life. So those are the three key things that I think that you should be prepared to walk away with from this class.
Thank you. And I think the other thing we were talking about is this whole season right now. So I would say probably through November is about how do we slow down so that we can go speed up. And the reality is your business for January is the work you're putting in now, right? I think sometimes we think, oh my gosh, January is going to come and that's when we're going to start working on it. But our business is usually 60 to 90 days sort of ramp up. So slow down to speed up. We're providing a ton of resources for you guys to do that. Cool. What's that? Man, okay, I need your help with that. Can we arrange for that? All right. Here we go. Help Hannah and Sean with our office. We've got a diaper drive right here. I saw Lee. Did you bring in some this morning?
Yeah, one for each of them.
Awesome. So if you've got them, bring them in here. That goes a long way. If any of you guys have had children, that is literally a lifesaver. So next one. Okay, Skate with Santa, Marita.
Okay, so those of you who were here when the mayor came and talked to us, Mill Creek Common is really fantastic. And it's snowing today, get you all in the mood for a Christmas client event. So questions have come up. The event on our Eventbrite is not for the public. It is for you, the agent, to reserve your tickets. You've got 2 skating blocks. You've got an earlier block from 5 to 6:30. And then you've got a later block from 7:30 to 9. And so $10 per skating block. If you want both, great. You can reserve tickets in both. You can reserve tickets just for one. Whatever you need tickets for your clients, go ahead and reserve. We have taken the limit off, so they are unlimited. You can order as many of those as you want. There are 200 tickets in each block. And so go ahead and order as many as you want. They will sell out. So once they're sold out, they're sold out. So, but go get whatever tickets you need for that. Invite your clients to come. Skate. Santa will be at the Commons from 5:30 to 7:30. So that's when Santa's there. You do not need to ticket for Santa, but you can. I mean, you can go and say, hey, we're just going to come and see Santa. We don't need a skating ticket, so you can sign up for just to see Santa. Or you can do either of the skating blocks. Okay, but don't send that link to your clients. That is not for clients. It accidentally got published to the whole wide world, and we had random people signing up. I'm like, I don't know these agents. Who are these people? And no, it was just random people who found us online. So we have made it private now. And so just go in and reserve the tickets that you need for your clients. We'll have cocoa and cookies December the 11th from 5 to 9 p.m. to cover those skating blocks. And you can come and go and just have a great time with your clients. It's a good event for them to come and get in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, love it. Thank you.
Any questions about skating with Santa, ice skating? It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I think the one thing I was going to add is, we had our pumpkin event last month. We've got Pie Day for some of us that have chose to do that this month, and then we've got this next month. What I have found is it's unlikely that your clients are going to go to each one of those events. Yet it's a wonderful opportunity to have that connection, have that additional contact and touch point, because there's a greater likelihood they're going to come to at least one of those.
Exactly. We're giving them options. We're giving them dates, different days and times. And the great thing about this client event is that you can choose to buy those tickets for your clients, or you can just pass the cost along. It's $10 to skate, and it includes the skate rental. So if you don't have the funds to pay for your clients to skate, just invite them and let them know it's $10. Hey, I'll reserve a ticket for you. Just let me know how many you want. So it should be able to hit different schedules, different calendars, different budgets, whatever you need to do to be able to reach out to your clients. And they want to hear from you. They love you and they want to hear from you. So reach out to your SOI. Neat.
Will there be room like at the other events for agents? Will there be room for agents with like the gazebos or backdrops there, like there have been in the past?
There is some limited room for that. And the time of year and with the fact that there's Pi Day, not all the agents are going to be participating in this. So I think you will have room to set up a pop-up if you want, or just have a table where you are. If you've been to the Commons, there's the downstairs area around the skating rink that's going to have a lot of space. And then Santa's going to be upstairs on the balcony and in that room upstairs. And so there is room and all throughout. You can set up a space where you will be and your clients can come and find you.
Cool. Any other questions on Santa skating?
Oh.
Really quick, just to keep you guys informed, there is a password on the Eventbrite now to prevent any people who got the link in the big wide world from reserving tickets. That password is on all of the posters. It is also on the screen. It is KWSLC Santa. It's all caps, no spaces.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
There's no place for the password. I just tried to do it.
Looks like we're going to figure this out right now. All right, next slide. All right, family reunion coming in February. So as you can see up here, prices increased. They increased from $12.99 to $14.99 on January 16th. So If you haven't registered, now would be the time to do it, and block out your hotels. So I just did mine last week, and there's still a good amount of hotel rooms available, and you can get them fairly affordable. I think I spent 4 nights. I got like $380, but that's not at the Mandalay Bay. There's options. So who here has already signed up for family reunion? Okay, so handful of us. Cool. Plug into this. If you haven't gone, oh my gosh, are you going?
Yeah, of course.
Sweet. If you haven't gone, right, or if you've gone X number of times, X times like Lee Stern has, there is a way to go into that and come out with 1, 2, maybe even 3 more tools to go implement and really drive your business. It never ceases to amaze me on that. So, all right, so let's go into our October awards. We've got a lot of them. All right, cappers. So Andrea, Jeff, Liz, Nate, and Samantha all capped for October. It's a lot of cappers. Good work. Good work to all of you. Oh, Nate, and who else am I missing? Is Liz here? Okay. There you go. Nice work. All right, next slide. Okay, House of Excellence. This is a listing, a luxury listing or closing. So Rich, Annie, John, and Ryan. So nice job. We got Annie and John with us. Nice work. $1 million month. Man, that's a lot of excellence right there. So Ryan, Kelly, John, Melanie, Liz, Scott, Mark, Sydney, Nate, Samantha, Annie, and Rich. Outstanding. That's a huge month. Good work. All right, home runs. So Jeff Morris, Justin, Kelly, Lee Stern, Melanie, myself, Rick, Ryan Shuput, and Sydney, all with home runs for the month of October. Nice work. What's that?
Rick should say Rick and Marita.
Rick and Marita, there we go. All right, listings taken individually. I had 7, Sydney had 6, and Jeff had 5, all for October, so nice work. All right, individual contracts written. Joe Black with 3, Ryan with 3, Annie with 3, Jeff with 3. My gosh, a tie for first place. Look at that. Sydney with 3 and Erica with 3. Nice work. That is awesome. And individual contracts closed. So Nate leading the way with 4.22. Annie, Samantha, Jeff, Sydney, and Ryan all with 3. Outstanding job last month. All right, next is our team breakout. So listings taken, we got Duo Utah Real Estate, Maruri and Favero with 2, and Puchar with 2. So 3-way tie for first. Great job, everybody. Contracts written, again, Duo with 6. So in first place, Maruri and Favero with 4, and the Hagens with 3. Awesome job. And contracts closed. So Kelly and Scott leading the way with 6, and Duo with 5. Awesome work. All right, before I get to the group here, so just going through individual and the small teams, do you see how much business was done collectively? And think about it, it's October and it's November. Most people think it's what? Okay, so if you're looking for a way to kickstart your business, go buy a cup of coffee or have a lunch sit down with any of those people and find out what they're doing. All right, our groups. So contracts written, Lisa with 2, Jeff with 0.6, and Brooke with 0.4, and Heat Madsen team total of 3 there. So nice work there. Contracts closed. Heat Madsen with total of 3, and you can see Lisa had 2, Jeff with 0.6, and Brooke with 0.4. So nice work. All right, Crimson Club. So this is countywide award for listings taken, contracts written, contracts closed. My gosh, look at Sydney leading the way with 12 at $6.5 million. That is awesome. Jeff right behind on units at 3.5 million, and Nate coming up in third place at 10.42 units. Great work. All right, Crimson Club team. So Duo leading the way with 12, just barely nudging out Murray and Favero at 12 units, followed by Scott at 11.67, and My House sales team. That's the first time I've seen that name. That's awesome. All right, 4 units. So nice job, everybody. And then group. So Heaps Madsen team leading the way with 6 at $2.7 million. Great job, guys. All right, so again, like so much business happening in this market center and so many people to go network with. And Brenly will have all of the social media up by tomorrow. So thank you so much. All right, we had a goal for November listings at 67, and right now we are at, where is that at? 19. Okay, the big one circled. There it is, 19. So we've got a gap of 48. Okay. Now, we just had an event, as Dave talked about last week, right? Now is the perfect time, right? Whether it be through events, whether it be following up with people who said they wanted to wait until after the election, now would be a good time to check in with them, right? Not saying everybody's going to jump off the fence and go want to transact. However, if we don't follow up with them when they said they were going to wait, somebody else will, right? So good way to start to work our way into that deficit there. So, yep.
How'd you get those listings?
Okay. Who else?
One other thing, such a good time to talk to your SOR because they're going to be gathering with all their family and friends on the holidays. And they talk about 3 things, marriage, kids, and houses. And so we've had a recent contact that just said to them, you know, we just keep in your house kind of conversation. This is exactly the right time to plant that seed because it's going to happen whether you call them or not. They're going to let the people in the next 45 days.
Yeah, you know, that is something, Lee, I've had the privilege of hearing that message from you just about every time this year for the last 10 years, and it 100% works. And now is the time not to be a silent realtor. And by just reminding people not only what you do, but coming from curiosity to find out what you can do to help them, what you can do to support them. This is the time of year where people want that. And when they start having those family functions, inevitably people are going to come up with a real estate need. They're going to find out they're moving for X reason, or they need to buy for X reason. And because you had that conversation, you're going to be the one that comes up in terms of the conversation. So who else has got some thoughts or ideas of what's working for them on the listing side? Anybody?
I have a non-sexy answer.
Go for it.
It's 75 hard in making the contacts every day. It's contacts.
Yep.
Told you it wasn't sexy.
So, yeah, and I'm gonna tell he's a humble guy and he's not gonna tell you how he got his listing. But what he did was he called through the database and left a message and then put them in a drip campaign so that they were on a smart plan and they were getting emails. And they called him and said, you have been reaching out to us, and so we want you to come list our house. So call people all the time and they will call you back.
Yeah, what I heard there is relentless follow-up. Yeah, that works. Anybody else? What's working for finding listings? Oh, Mark.
I think it's not just contacting your people, but it's you're setting them up to not just want to list their property, but refer people who are buying. You know, one of the things that's changed, my mindset's changed, and is when I'm talking to somebody, they may say, I'm never moving, and you can tell that, you know, that they're never moving or whatnot. but they are still somebody who can refer business to me. And so, talking to them and telling them that most of my business comes from referrals and that I do a lot of listings, and then just telling them that, and if I keep repeating that when they ask me about the market or real estate, because everybody's interested in it, right? Then all of a sudden, I just get a referral from them. So it's just helping my clients to training them to send listings to me, to refer business to me.
Well, I like what you said there, training your clients to send you business, right? I mean, how many of your clients know other realtors other than yourself? Okay, what is that number? Is it, it's 5, 7, 8. So what it is a battle of mind share in with your clients. So every touch you can make, every event that you can reach out to them and invite, they may say no, but you're still working your way up to the top of their mind share because most other agents are not doing that. We just know that. All right, any other thoughts or any other input? Chris?
Do a great job so that you leave no doubt in your client's mind that you were on top of it and you had their transaction handled well. They'll remember you and they'll refer you later. I just had a listing land in my lap a couple weeks ago, seemingly land in my lap, from somebody who reached out that I haven't talked to for close on 4 years now. I crossed paths with her in the fitness industry a lot. And then when I joined real estate, she had a license. And when I was like, hey, if you ever know anybody, she was like, let me stop you right there. I'm licensed. I'll be helping people. Well, she calls me and she's like, I need to list this place. And I'm like, why'd you come to me? And she says, my license lapsed. I'm doing other things. And I have family members and other people that I could have gone to, but I knew that you were going to be on top of it and work hard. And I was really flattered and blown away that that's what she took from her interaction with me years ago. Wasn't even real estate, but I think if we just leave no doubt in the minds of the people that we work with that we're on top of it and we're going to be doing a good job for them, they'll remember us better than anybody else that they know.
Awesome, thank you. All right, any last thoughts on how we're getting listings? How are you guys all connecting with your clients to get listings? All right, cool. So if you want ideas, go to Annie or go to Chris or anybody else that has a system in place for follow-up and for connecting with their clients, or Mark for that matter. Everybody had something in here that's valuable. Go make a connection with them. All right, let's wrap up before we get to our sponsor today. Who's got some wants and or needs? Hannah.
I need a buyer for my new listing in Layton, 380,000, 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Great starter home. It's single level living, so if you're trying to downsize, I've got it. It's on like a third of an acre.
Under 400, that's a great price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right, Lee had something, and I'll come back to Nate.
I could use help on an open house down in my neighborhood. I've got 2 of the 3 sold, but I've still got 1 left that I'd love to have some help this Saturday. Anytime is fine.
Okay. Nate. Chris.
I've got this listing in Mill Creek that'll go live tomorrow. It's going to be something that somebody wants to come in and make their own. It's totally vacant and it needs a bunch of cosmetic help. We'll probably list it at $750. It's in a really desirable neighborhood. 3 beds, 3 baths, 0.36 acres, just shy of 3,200 square feet house. Yeah, let me know if you know anybody for that. Huh? 1 kitchen. Alas.
I have 2 buyer needs. So first one is a first-time home buyer up to $250 anywhere in Weber or Davis County. So condos and everything are totally fine, and HOAs on that $250 are totally fine. And then the other one is doing a DSCR loan. So anything single family, maybe that your sellers have renters already in that want to stay in, because they need some renters in there to qualify for that. What's it stand for, Jocelyn? I just know it's an asset-based. They have 5 investment properties, but very little W-2 income.
So they're using the other properties as sort of leverage to buy out.
So they can do whatever they want, but 550 to 6 is probably where we're, 550 to 6.
Other wants or needs?
So DSCR, just so you know, they lend based on the rent. So it's like a pretty cool little loan. You don't have to qualify for it. The property qualifies for it.
Yeah.
You can come to Wealth Building and probably learn that too. So just saying. I have a couple listings coming up. So we have one coming up in North Salt Lake. It should be live next week, like 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3-car garage, solar, paid off, great little neighborhood, in unit or circle. So that's gonna be about $650.
Okay.
And then I have another one. I got to think where that one's at. Oh, Salt Lake. And that's South Salt Lake, 5-bedroom, 2-bath. Should be a great starter home. Should be around 500.
Price. Awesome. Marita.
Reminder, I have a cute little single-family home in Midvale going live on Thursday. It is 2-bedroom, 1-bath, plus office, plus man cave, 1-car garage. It's $360 hitting the market. So great price, great location. Bring us a buyer.
Love it. You had me at man cave. All right, any other wants or needs? All right, good. We're good?
Look at all that business.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Okay, sponsor time, I think. All right. There. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, it's all you.
I'm not super in my. I can talk loud if I need to. Hello. Thank you so much for letting us come and introduce ourselves to you. My name is Melissa. And this is
Corey.
Corey, and we're with a builder called Pulte Homes. Pulte Homes is a national builder, and we're actually the 3rd largest builder in the nation, but we're new to Utah. So we just figured we'd come and introduce ourselves, and hopefully we have some product that fits your buyer's needs or new clients or anything, maybe it fits you guys' needs. So a little bit about Pulte. We are known mainly for like our culture and our quality. We are regularly ranked one of the best companies to work for in the nation. And we're a public builder, Fortune 500 company. And then what else about Pulte? Yes, one of the best places for women to work. So very much known for like the respectful culture, which also makes it a better place for, you know, you guys to your clients. You can kind of expect what the experience is going to be like between both working with sales and our construction team. So a little bit about what we're doing right now. We've got a project open in Heber that we started selling in the summer, so it's pretty new. We do have a couple single family model homes up there that are furnished and everything if you want to come and take a look at those. And then by way of single family that's available, we've got a good chunk of single family quick move-ins that are ready to close by the end of this year. So those are heavily incentivized, including with both financing and prices. So if you want to come and take a look at those, if you finance with our affiliate lender Pulte Mortgage, the rate that we could get you, of course, depending on qualification, is 4.75, and then we could stack temporary buy-downs on top of that with the incentives that we're offering. So that's pretty sweet. And then by way of single townhomes, we just released some very, very cool townhome floor plans that'll be completed in the spring. But they're very unique, more on the luxury side of townhomes, so they're really great. And those are priced in the 700 range. And that's like all in spec price with the upper level finishes and whatnot. In Heber. Yes, in Heber. At Jordan L. Ridge, the Master Association, so just on the northeast side of Heber. Pretty close to Park City, like 20 minutes to Main Street, 10, 15 minutes to Deer Valley
Right by
East.
that freeway just takes you right to Park
Yes,
City.
right off Highway 40.
What are the price points?
Yeah, so townhomes are in the 700s, and then the single family spec homes are in the 800s. So single family square footage in the 2,700 range right now, 3 to 4 bedrooms. And they're all very similar style. You've got your primary bedroom on the main floor, they're single story, and then you have the rest of the bedrooms are in the basement.
So finished basements.
They all come with finished basements. Yeah, and then the townhomes range from like 2,300 finished square feet up to about 2,700 as well. So they're really cool. And those are more like 3-story townhomes. Yeah.
And then are you guys only speccing or are you doing build outs?
For townhomes, we're just spec. For a single family, we have a lot of specs in motion, but we can do dirt if they want. So we can
So a
do
little bit
both.
of both.
Mhm.
And then for the custom, do you guys have like a list of your standard features?
Yeah, I can send that to you guys, and I actually have some sheets for you with a QR code that'll take you to our website.
Perfect.
So, but the good news is like the prices we're selling our specs at are really good indicators of where your buyer would land typically if they were to build with us. We have one really great view lot that has a walkout basement. That one would probably land you all in more like $1 million to 1.05 or something like that. But otherwise, the dirt builds you'd be like 800s maybe into the low 9s, just depending. So, yeah. Yeah.
So first time homeowner, well, not first time, but investment properties work well.
Yes.
Oh, second
sure.
homes,
Thanks.
or if you just want to live up there, we have
Yeah.
someone that's interested. So
No short-term rentals, minimum is 30 days. But yes, you can rent it out. So, and it is part of the big master association, which is gonna offer, they don't have any amenities finished yet, but they're in progress. There's gonna be a big clubhouse, workout facility, yoga room, pickleball courts. It's pretty cool. It'll be really fun. And then the biggest thing is our buyer agent commission. We are paying 3% of the base price. And if you can bring us a buyer that can close by the end of this year, we can actually add a $5,000 bonus to that. So we really want to work with you guys. So, but it's helpful to know that, of course, as you guys have to get the buyer broker agreements in place now, I know it's helpful to know ahead of time what we are going to pay too. So, any other questions? I think I saw.
Are you looking at other communities?
Yes, so yes, we actually have a community coming to Salem, and then another one coming out to Eagle Mountain. And then there'll be more in the future, but those are the ones that have been like officially announced, and we've got some stuff on our website. We haven't released the floor plans yet for Salem or Eagle Mountain, but yeah, city center area of Eagle
yeah,
Mountain.
a bunch more in the works.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's gonna be great. So,
They are, like, I've had a couple out-of-state buyers that are saying, you know, this development, it's very cool, and as far as builders go, like, they've been awesome to deal with, so.
yes, so yeah, these sheets that we're handing out, they've just got a list of the specs that are all available right now. And then if you scan the QR code, it will take you to our website, so you can take a look at the floor plans and whatnot. So yeah, and we brought the pie for you. So, and then the small box is gluten-free pizza if anybody needs that, and there's sodas and things. So yeah, pizza.
Well, thank you. Thanks for bringing lunch. All right, so before we break off of Zoom, Mark Robinette had a want and a need. So he has got a luxury 2-bedroom, 1-bath for $385,000 Lower Sugar House. Grand opening is Saturday. Looking to hit the market tomorrow or Thursday. So if you, okay, so you know about it, right? For $385,000, that's a pretty sick price. Lower Sugar House. So if you've got questions, give Mark a call or text him, right? Any other wants, needs, anything else before we break? Go to lunch? Cool. Go have a wonderful day, everybody. Appreciate you.